Hey guys, sorry I'm a couple minutes late. We had a brunch for our Moms in Prayer group. If y'all are not in a Moms in Prayer group, I definitely wholeheartedly suggest you to get in one. It is amazing to be a part of that group. And just praying for your kids is just huge, and it's just life-changing for you just to be there to pray for your kids. It's not weird, it's not awkward, it's a really cool thing. So try to find where your local chapter meets or whatever for your school. If you have one, if you don't have one, start one. Okay, so today we're going to talk about creating responsible kids. My boys are 16 and 14, so we're just in that part where, you know, it's getting really close for them to leave home, but we want to continue to help them leave home successfully. And some of the things we realize that we've done too much for them, and so we're trying to do some backpedaling on a couple things. So let me tell you a little story. I always start with a little story. So 4 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with almost 4 years ago, my dad was diagnosed with brain cancer. And I spent probably 3 weeks in Houston of August. 3 of the 4 weeks in Houston, 3 of the 4 weeks in August, I spent in Houston with my dad and my mom, and I was not home. Well, my husband was here with the kids. I think his parents came for a little bit, and when I got back, they'd already started school, and they were making their own lunches. And for the most part, making their own breakfasts too, because my husband, you know, was being a single dad, and he was, you know, kind of doing the best he could. And so at that point, I thought, you know what? My husband is really, really helpful. Like, you know, a lot of women complain that their husband do nothing, they lay around all the time, whatever. My husband's totally the opposite, and he's always super helpful. And so I thought, you know, his mom was a single mom. She couldn't do everything for him. And so he had to do things on his own. So I thought, you know what? This is one of those things that I want to do for my boys. Their wives will be so happy that I did this, but I'm going to help teach them how to do things on their own. And so basically from then on, they made their own lunches, and then I started kind of helping with breakfast. And then now I make their breakfast, and they are making their lunches while I'm making their breakfast. And that seems to work for us. And what it does is I got tired of them complaining, like, Mom, you put his sandwich in my lunch, and da-da-da. I'm like, it just eliminated a lot of stress in my life, a lot of chaos it eliminated. So anyway, so if your kids are not already making their lunch, they definitely should. And my kids at the time, that was 2012, so that was like almost 4 years ago. So I think they were like in 7th grade and 5th grade when we started that. So that helps you with the time frame with your kids, and that is, we've gone on from that. So from there, then we started getting to where the kids would be like, we're out of blah, blah, blah for their lunches. So now, when I go to the store, they have to text me what their list is. So they text me what their list is they need for the store. So they were totally responsible for what the foods they need for their lunch. And then I copy that and put that in my notes section on my phone. And then when I go to the grocery store, I have a list of what they want. Also, a lot of times I make them go to the grocery store with me to get the things that they need. Again, this is one of those things is teaching them, like, I'm not there just to, you know, serve them, right? They need to be responsible and get the things that they need and be responsible for that. So a lot of times on Sunday, they will have to go with me to the grocery store and get that if I'm not going, you know. And then usually during the week, if they run out of something or, you know, we need more stuff, I'm going anyway, then they can text me with what they want. So that's been another thing that they've had to be responsible for their food. And I think that's going to help them when they go to college. So that is one thing that we've done. Another thing we've done recently, how many of you cannot stand it when you fold their laundry, your kids' laundry, and you find it all over their room or stuffed in a drawer somewhere? It like makes me crazy. So recently we've taught our kids to do laundry, do their own laundry. And that creates a lot less stress for me, a lot less chaos. They are responsible for making sure they have their clothes. And this has been life-changing because I'm not mad at them if they don't fold it. I don't care. I don't care if they put it away. I'm not responsible. They're responsible for their own clothes. And so that has created a lot less chaos in our life. And I feel like it's made a huge, huge difference. So that is one thing. Let me see if I can make my connection a little bit better. See, my connection is weak.